Hello everyone, it's the Cursing Seamstress. It's been, I think, about 3 weeks since I've made a video. I'm in my sewing room. It's usual mess. I've been busy. I haven't done my hair yet. Today's a work day and I go out to lunch day, but been doing a bunch of stuff. That's my embroidery machine in the background working, and I'll show you what I'm working on. First, I have been, one of the reasons I probably have not been recording is I have been playing around with my silhouette machine quite a bit. I've been downloading files, free files. I haven't paid for a design yet. I've created some files of my own, and I have been heat pressing some items, t-shirts mostly. And I'll put in pictures of, I did some t-shirts for my grand boys. Sunday I watched my older grand boy, and he went to church with me, out to eat, and then he came to the house, and so I had him for about 5 or 6 hours, which was great. Monday, my 7-year-old grand boy stayed home from school because he was sick with a cold, so I had him all day, at least up until 3 in the afternoon, and I just love spending time with them. But so when he was at my house, he and I worked together, and he wanted a particular design on a shirt. We went through the designs that I had, and he picked out the Abbey Road scene of the Beatles walking across Abbey Road. So I think I have a photo of him in that, and I'll try to put that in. And my other grand boy wanted a 007 logo on his t-shirt. It's the 007, and then the 7 has sort of a gun coming out of it. And I think I have a photo of, not him in it, I think it's just a photo of the shirt. And then I decided to make me a shirt just for practice, and I did it on this very, very lightweight 3/4 sleeve shirt that I have had for a long time. I may have bought this at a thrift store, and I put Seamstress for the Band on it, and that's from, I don't think I showed this to you before, I hope I didn't, but it's from the song Tiny Dancer by Elton John. And I also made my friend a shirt. So I think Walmart had t-shirts for $4. So I bought 2, and I did one in a nurse themed vinyl, and then I did the Seamstress for the Band. And I do have a picture of the nurse themed vinyl. That one I'm selling. I put it in one of the little stores that I sell stuff in, so we'll see. You know, it's a targeted audience of nurses. Okay, and let's see, I've made myself a list here. Just non-sewing related. I just wanted to show you this. My next door neighbor, I have next door neighbors that are a couple with no kids, and they're about my age, maybe a little bit older, not much. And they asked me one day, I think it was last summer, they asked me, they had some brass planners, and they asked me if I wanted them, and there were 3 of them, a big one, a medium-sized one, and then a small one. And of course I love junk, so I said, yeah, I can do something with those. And so they were all tarnished and everything, and rather than clean them up and use them as brass, for the look of brass, I chalk painted them, and then I sprayed them with a polyurethane, and so I tried to get the inside as much as I could. They have a hole here for drainage, but I just thought it was cute, and so I need something to put on them. This is has a bit of a curve to it, so I was just going to put a ribbon around it, but the ribbon didn't really lie flat because it is curved. So then I thought I would just tie some jute around it and keep it really, really simple and sell all 3 of them. I don't need any more planters, so. But anyway, I just wanted to show that it's a good weight, and I thought it was pretty. Okay. Next, I won something, and I've won several times on different people's sewing vlogs. I've won patterns and gift certificates, and this time I won something from Sewing Janey. Her real name is Barbara, and that's such a great name. So I won a big box of patterns, and so it's been about 5 videos of hers back. And she goes through all of the patterns that she's putting in the box. I think maybe she added some, I know she did, she added some extras too. She stuck some fabric in there. She stuck some books in there. And I really appreciate it. I have gone through the patterns. Some of them are not my size. For the Big 4 patterns, I have to cut in 18. Some of these go up to a 14 or a 16. So those I'm going to get together and either take them to a thrift store or maybe offer a giveaway here. But I did want to share with you that I picked out a couple of patterns that I really liked. Unfortunately, this one only goes up to a 16, and I am not willing to risk trying to enlarge it on my own. But I thought this was so cute. It's for woven fabrics. I really like that neckline. It's gathered, but it's not gathered to the point, and I'm talking about this view here. It's not gathered to the point of looking like a maternity dress or anything. And there's a little purse that goes with it. And this is what the line art looks like on here. Looks like there's, on the back, looks like there's just a little bit of elastic. I did look this up on a pattern review, and what it said was that the sleeves come out tight. So if you make it, you have to make the sleeves a little bit bigger. So, and I wrote that on here, even though I'm not going to make it. But I love it. It's a new look 6022 if you are interested in this. But that really caught my eye. And then this one did too. This is a Simplicity Easy Chic 4273. And I think that I am going to make this one. I really like the dress. It's sort of an empire style with a seam that goes up here and then back down. I like that a lot. I like the jacket too, and I like the top. So, and this is in my size. This is a 16 through a 24. So I've pulled this out because I'm going to do something with it. And I actually made one of the patterns already. Of all the patterns I got, I picked this one. I just thought this was cute. This is a little purse. It's a Simplicity. And it's an easy, it's a 5151. That's the number. I like the tie version, so that's what I made. I did mess up on it, and I'll show you how I did. There is, and it was confusing to me. It seems like to me in the pattern, sometimes they called the lining, and other times they called it the facing. And so it's a lining. That's what I would call it. So this is the lining. I just used white, and I thought this was a great fabric for spring. The mistake that I made was, this is how it looks. this really was meant to be the front. So there's a seam here and a seam here. Those are meant to be the front and the back. And I don't know, I thought that I didn't like that look with the seam down the middle. So I did it this way. But I shouldn't have, because these curves here are different. So this one is a little bit steeper. What I did do, which I thought was kind of cute, was I put a little design on the inside. So there is a little surprise embroidered bee in there. So I thought this would be cute for a little girl, maybe for Easter or something. I'll show you that little, if I can show it better, the little bee right there. So you look in there and there's a bee. This oval here was easy to do. I was worried about it. The only thing which is a little different is on the inside, the oval where you attach it is not finished, and it tells you that you can zigzag over it. I was able to get it in my serger and just carefully stitch around to make it look finished. So I would recommend doing that. And it's too bad that it's not. If I were smarter, I could figure out a way to have that enclosed. I don't know. But that's okay. It's cute. And I'm going to see if I can't sell it. So right now, I have a friend whose son is having a baby. Actually, it's his wife who's having the baby. And so I just finished the embroidery. Let me pause and get it and show it to you. All right. Literally, I just took this off the machine and took it out of the hoop. So you're going to see it that way. I had some minky fabric in a baby blue. That's going to be the part that goes down to the baby because it's soft. Actually, I was going to use, I thought I would double the minky up and have the minky for the front and the back, and I didn't quite have enough. So I decided to use a woven, a cotton woven, and I had this in my stash, and it's so pretty. It's a light blue and gray, and it's just simple dots. Unfortunately, the dots do not line up perpendicularly or parallel very well, but it works out. It's fine. And I put on the corner, and I've seen this done. I think it looks really pretty. So this is the corner, and I put the baby's monogram on here, and I think it came out pretty well. I used a gray, and so the next thing I do will be sewing these together, right sides together, and flipping it out and hoping that it looks decent. I stitched this. I love this monogram embroidery design. It's called a chevron design because has the stitch is a chevron, and it stitches out beautifully. This is just in the 4x4 hoop, which is the smallest hoop. A lot of brother machines, I don't have a brother, I have a Pfaff, but a lot of brother machines, the very basic embroidery machines, the hoop that they come with is a 4x4, and that's the biggest that you can use on some of the lower end embroidery machines made by brother. But still, I mean, this is not a bad size. But I think that's it.